We'll definitely be done with Persona 5 though before Visions of Mana. So to me, the way I see it is Visions of Mana has like a guaranteed slot. There will be a guaranteed slot for Visions. Because I'll almost certainly be done with Persona 5 by then. I don't remember exactly how long my original playthrough was, but it was definitely over 100 hours. And I haven't actually checked if I'm playing faster, but I always play games faster if I'm going through them the second time. That's just how it goes, so. We'll probably be done with Persona 5, like, maybe July? If not July, then August for sure. But I do think we'll be done by the time Visions of Mana comes out. I do not see us not being done. I see us being done by the time that releases. So to me, that's like, oh yeah, Visions of Mana guarantee has a slot for it by the time it comes out. And I'd say we're like halfway through the game now. I think this is kind of the halfway point, maybe like a little less. At the worst, we're probably like 40% through the game. But you're probably thinking like, oh wow, only 40%, but this is a long game. And we're in June. So I can play another 50 plus hours of this game by the time August comes. It's not that hard.
Well, this enemy doesn't have a weakness, but I think we could make it angry.
You can make it angry? Ow.
Are you okay? Keep an eye on your road.
Die.
Enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen. Now, let's continue. Okay, let's move on.
All right.
Nice work. Keep it up and vamonos.
Vamonos. Wait, let me auto recover. Hey, cat, we're not using you. You might as well Meteorama. I also didn't realize you got Meteorama. Probably because I never use you.
There's the platform. I suppose that's it for this area then.
Wait, did you say the... You didn't say the target was here. I think Jose's here, though. We want to find him. By the way, I'm perfectly trying to prolong our Mementos run because I literally do not want to move on to the school trip. Because I know what's gonna happen. If I do the whole school trip, I need to stream for 5 hours. And I really don't want to stream for 5 hours today. Especially because we're gonna do more Persona on Saturday. Because I did Wild Arms yesterday. Since I did like 2 Wild Arms, I didn't do back-to-back Wild Arms streams, but I did Wild Arms when I should have done Persona. We will do Persona on Saturday. So definitely, I don't want to stream 5 hours if I don't have to. Die. You oppose us? Do I have any SP items? That'd be good for Joker.
I'll try this.
Persona! It has no physical. This enemy doesn't have a weakness. This enemy is beneath us. It should be easy if you stay focused.
Oh, Shock, let's go. Could tech you, but I'd rather just use Kaguya. The power of Marie. So I didn't realize Kurama Tengu resists light. Help! Okay, we're fine. Please die, you're so bulky. I know I have one of you, but still. Oh, let's go. Dude, when does Fox and Panthers Showtime appear? I want that one. That's like my second favorite one.
Bon appetit.
Oh man, just what I want. Get out of my face! Chew on that!
Over a stupid beef bowl. Man, I love how stupid that Showtime is. It's so dumb, but I love it. I don't care if this transfers. You're dead.
All according to plan.
But yeah, I want on the use case. It's probably my second favorite one. My favorite one is probably Makoto's in the next Phantom Thieves. I have to see it again, but I think that one's still my favorite. Fire boost, huh? I don't think I'm ever gonna use this. I don't ever use the break moves.
Okay.
The enemies are gone. We can move ahead.
They sure are. Let me clear this floor before we go to Jose. Oh, floor's already cleared. Never mind.
Oh, mister. Doing good?
Hey, good job. Bring me any flowers? I sure did, buddy. I'm gonna keep building up XP because I want to, like, we have to get to 99 in this playthrough. So I want to try to alleviate the grind we're gonna have to do. But this playthrough is gonna be long enough without any kind of grinding, so I'd rather alleviate it if I could. Give me some endurance. Give me the magic. I can't buy that one, actually. Give me a snot. No, I can't buy that either. Alright, I guess that's all I can buy. I think I'm just gonna keep going through mementos until we're at the end. That's my play. Again, I'm trying to prolong this mementos trip because I do not want to do the school trip. We only have one more target to go, but I'm probably just gonna go until we get to the end of it. Plus, it's fun to grind and autopilot. Oh, I'm at the end. I did not realize the end was right now.
Okay.
There it is, Joshi's shadow.
Indeed.
Judging from the smirk on his face, it looks like he's scheming something awful. I heard he was threatening this old couple, trying to kick them out of their own movie theater. If we leave him alone, he may resort to violence. We can't let that happen. Let's go. I might actually try to grind some stamps, because again, I don't want to do the school trip. Ah, so you're the fan of these. I'm not sure what you want with me, though. Seems like you're trying to use force to get people to leave their property. Land development is important. Getting rid of stubborn people in my way is part of the job. I'm not just playing around like you kids are doing. We're quite serious. We can't let those who cause problems for others go unpunished. That includes people like you who use bullying tactics to get what they want. You're just pissy-smelling friends acting big. You should stop playing hero back in preschool. Ipandadara. I'll send any trash that stands against me to the bottom of the ocean. Now give me that land. Wow, we are terrible on SP right now. I probably should have used the stamina kit. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, knockdown?
You did it, Fox.
Sure did.
They're dead for.
Persona!
I don't like how little HP or SP you have right now. I think we're probably gonna switch out Ryuji for An.
Sorry, I'm out.
Get this done. Persona!
Ah, Makoto, you're killing me.
Using this.
See if it's weak to fire. It's not. It resists fire. It's even worse. I guess we're gonna use a lot of lullabies. Hey, freeze again.
Let's do this.
We can beat
Oh,
this.
Panther. Oh, thanks for the SP.
Persona.
Well,
Pillow Fort.
do this.
Sacred Tempest.
Dude, Kaguya is broken. These DLC personas are so stupid. I love it. The game is already easy, and they make the game even easier.
Fox got taken out.
Wow, okay. I have lots of bees at least.
I apologize.
Persona.
Get my boy,
Frost.
Jack Frost.
Ravage them.
Persona. I'll use my persona.
Bad idea, you have like no SP. Do this, I guess. I did decent. Yeah, charge now. What a smart move by you.
Persona! Die!
You will not live to see that charge fulfilled.
Not yet. Persona.
Boo-hoo. Please die already?
Nice blow.
Yeah, get him.
Need help. Okay. I'll crash them.
But if they don't give up the land, I'm gonna get fired. Please, isn't there some way I can have that movie theater?
As I was saying,
Yeah, you should have tried talking to everyone in the shopping district nicely. I'm sorry, I'll give up, so please forgive me. I hope you'll consider the feelings of those who get things taken from them now on. I got it. I'll be honest with my superiors. I'll tell them that no one has any interest in leaving Yongen. Not just Yongen, you better make up for the awful things you've done elsewhere, too. Hey, who's muscling in Yongen Jaya? Should be all the requests, I think. Can I pass this? Sure can. Yeah, we'll do a bit more. It opened. Sweet, now we can keep moving. Be careful, okay? The deeper we go, the stronger they get. That's fine by me. Actually, before, though, I should go to a rest area and heal. Use a stamina kit, because we're going to do a bit more mementos today. We might just end in mementos. I'm just going to try to explore as much as possible. Because I'm pretty sure, also, you have to get to the end of mementos by the end of the game. The end of the base game, that is.
Well,
There we go.
what are your thoughts?
So I have 3 of those.
Shall we go?
But yeah, you have to get to the end of mementos by the end of the base game. So the more mementos exploring we get done, the better. We made it. I'll let you decide what we do going forward. No more targets, but let's just keep going down. Ah, the path of Akzeriyyuth. Oh man, this place keeps getting creepier and creepier. That's a sign of how much more twisted this place is. I'm sure the shadows here are stronger too. Yeah, and it looks like there are more enemies here than there were above. Be careful, okay? Akzeriyyuth, Tales of the Abyss reference. It's not spelled the same way, but, you know, it's still a reference to me. I really want to play Tales game again, but, like, it's either going to be a replay of Symphonia or if they miraculously give me Destiny 2 this summer. Those are the only, like, possible options. Well, options right now that I would do. I'm not playing Legendia because we just did Innocence, and I'd rather not. I heard Legendia is not good, basically. Or at least it's mid. So I'd rather not do a mid-Tales game after I just did another mid-Tales game. Innocence wasn't awful, but like for a Tales game, it was a complete letdown. When I think back at Innocence, I think it's not the worst game in the world. Like, it was fine. It was okay, I guess, Innocence. But like, for a Tales game, it was really disappointing.
Oh, the platform. We can go further.
Like, I was probably a
Yes.
little hard on it, but Tales of is like my favorite series, so like that's mostly why I was hard on it.
Never even touched a whip before now.
Yeah, I mean, Innocence wasn't the worst game ever. It was okay. For a Tales game, really disappointing though. Probably like my least favorite Tales game. If it's not my least favorite, it's at the bottom for sure. It's definitely down there. Like for a Tales game, really disappointing. Good music, good combat, and everything else just kind of wasn't that good. Unfortunately. I wanted to like it though. It had an interesting setup. By the way, Mementos is the perfect place to talk about stuff, so I picked Tales of to talk about at this time.
level up.
Mostly because I want to do another Tales of playthrough soonish. Legendia is more mid than bad. Legendia was also like made by a different team, wasn't it? So I mean, yeah. My point still stands. I don't want to do.
It is so bumpy.
Okay, I wanted to hear what Makoto said, but whatever. I don't want to do Legendia because if it's not that good, then I'll feel gypped. I want to do a Tales game that I either A, know is good, or B, one that is like potentially good. Anyway, we're not doing Legendia this year. Legendia will probably happen next year, maybe. If I feel like it.
All the time, but it feels strange.
I still have to play Fantasia, I still have to play Zestiria.
From the stuff we see, but yeah.
Apparently, what I didn't know, by the way,
Is that we are the better fighters? Use fire attacks to
What I didn't know is that Destiny 2 is being done by a different localization team.
Let's go.
Life Bottle is not doing Destiny 2. They're working on Rebirth, apparently. So we know Rebirth is already being worked on. Apparently Rebirth's like 70% done.
My other self.
So we know Rebirth's in progress.
Someone finish it.
But apparently, Life Bottle Productions is not doing Destiny 2. It's being done by like another team, and they're mostly done. They're just doing editing. So that means Rebirth could be like... we know it's being worked on, so it can't be that far from being done. Never see it coming, by the way. But yeah. This is the part of the Tales of like marathon that's like, what do I play next? I'm running out of options, like of good options. Symphonia just needs a replay. That playthrough's kind of old.
All right.
That was fast. I'm getting sleepy with nothing to do. It might not have a weakness. Maybe try making it sleepy. Persona! Let's go.
Let's go.
But yeah. I'm trying to think. I might want to replay... maybe I want to replay Zillia. Because I only did Mila's story. I can do that if I'm desperate for Tales content. I can play Zillia again because there literally is a second protagonist.
If it has no weaknesses, why not try brainwashing it?
I could do that again. If they port Zillia to modern consoles, which I don't know if they will. If they do though, that's my excuse to do it. But playing Zillia again is an option.
It might not have a weakness. Maybe
Just because there's two protagonists. I don't know. All I know is I want to do Symphonia again because my playthrough is kind of old. It's like in the same year as I did Lunar. It happened around my Lunar playthrough, so consider that playthrough being old. I updated it, and I want to do the same for Symphonia. I think Grandia 2 was also in that era. Who are you, Izanagi? Die.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
I'm always looking cool.
All out attack.
I'm actually... this is a hot take. Zestiria is not terrible. I'm gonna play it again to confirm that, but I don't think Zestiria is terrible. I actually get some enjoyment out of Zestiria. Is it good? Just barely. I'm actually like, I'm not gonna say I'm excited. I'm not dreading Zestiria as much as you would expect. I don't think Zestiria is great. I barely think it's good. But Zestiria honestly isn't that bad to me. Don't get me wrong, I'd rather play like any other Tales game, but like, I'm actually not dreading it that much. Okay. Okay, good thing I blocked that. Yo, more takeover is nice. Are you gonna die from a Freyla? Regardless, do Meteor Rock. And then have Makoto get Fox up.
I appreciate it.
This game got hard all of a sudden.
Here it comes.
I don't want to do that. I need to get Yusuke up.
This should do.
I apologize.
Symphonia's 2 is terrible. That's the worst Tales game to ever exist.
Let's end them.
All right. Payback
Let's go.
time.
I don't really want to see that again. It's a great one, but I kind of just want the kill.
Forget this feeling, just like I thought.
My least favorite Tales game is probably, I don't know, it's probably Fantasia.
All right.
Maybe. It's either Fantasia or
Worried about our
Innocence.
strength.
It's not Zestiria. But Fantasia is also the first game, so
Good job.
I don't know if that's... part of me wants to say it's not really fair to Fantasia, but at the same time, if it's my least favorite, then that's just the way it goes. It probably is still my least favorite, even though I can appreciate it starting the series. I could still appreciate it while saying it's my least favorite. Because, I mean, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Mega Man Zero, right? Mega Man Zero is a good game, so that's a bad example, actually. Never mind. I was going to use Mega Man Zero as an example, but that's a pretty bad example because that game is good. 01's my least favorite, but it's still a good game. But, like, that's a terrible one. Basically, Fantasia is, like, okay, but it's probably my least favorite, even though it's the first one, and it gets some leeway. While I do respect it for getting some leeway and being ahead of its time, it could still be my least favorite. You could still appreciate a game while being like, oh, it's not that good, you know? There's two sides of the coin. You could still, like, be like, oh, yeah, I appreciate what this game did, but it still isn't that good. Also, I think it's Innocence, though, because Innocence has, like, no good characters. Even the best characters in Innocence aren't great, aren't, like, amazing, you know? Like, Ange and Ricardo, like, they're probably, if I had to pick favorites in Innocence, it's probably Conway, Ange, or Ricardo, but they're not that great. But then you look at Zestiria, which at least has Edna, at least has Zavid. I remember Lila being funny at times. I think in Zestiria, I think Miklio's okay. Miklio's okay in Zestiria. Miklio and Lila are, like, pretty decent.
All the live long day.
I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away.
Shut up! Shut up! Anyway, yeah, that's why Zestiria is above Innocence. Even the standouts in Innocence aren't really good, per se. They're just, like, tolerable. They're, like, pretty good. They don't ever reach, like, great levels. And in Fantasia, like, the characters are just, like, they're okay. Like, they're a solid cast. I think, Cress, Mint, Arch, and Klaus, is that his name? Those four are pretty solid. So, I think that basically means Innocence is my least favorite Tales game.
There's the platform. We can move on from here.
Because the characters that are, like, pretty good aren't as good as the characters that are pretty good in other low,
Shadows here are kind of freaky,
like,
huh?
lackluster Tales games. It's kind of how it goes. That's how I see it, though. I probably like Zestiria a lot more than a lot of other people, which, you know, I still wouldn't argue it's good. If someone came to me and says Zestiria sucks, I'd be like, well, you're not wrong, it's not that good. But I also wouldn't say it's bad. If that makes sense. I wouldn't say it's bad, but if someone came up to me and was like, I don't like Zestiria, I wouldn't really argue with that person, you know? I wouldn't argue and be like, I wouldn't try to, like, say Zestiria is more than like a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10 or something. I wouldn't ever argue about it. If someone said the game is like Grandia or Arctolad 2 or Lunar are bad, that's a different story. I'd be like, wow, you're insane. But a game like Zestiria, I wouldn't really, like, try to fight for it. But I'd be like, yeah, I actually, like, somewhat enjoyed it.
Won't use bless attacks. Try something else.
Can I not fight Baphomet?
Okay, I'm looking for a way
I don't
out.
like Baphomet. I think Baphomet is annoying.
Prepare yourself.